and the Baltimore Ravens. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, Larry! Black 20! Let's go! Night, sweetheart!
First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Steelers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Roethlisberger, and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Wide 80. Kill. Take both of them.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
SOS. Check these 2. Kill. 25. Focus. Check 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
1st down run for Conner, not going to get much, maybe a yard. 2nd down, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is incomplete. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a carry here for Hilliard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
3rd down.
Check, ready. Henry. Check, 55, Mike. It's been a long day for you. 55 seconds.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On first down, Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Like 80! 40's a mutt, 40's a mutt. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
50. Bravo! I got him. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Double. Watch the boot.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down now, Shields. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
X3, 218, chop. Easy. Hey, Haywood. He's coming. Right here. Oh, hey, we're going Mike 40.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Shift. Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Shields. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Single. Easy. Squeeze. 44. Get in the weight room. Hey, full flag again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
89. Watch 89. Block, slam. Keep these 2. 22, 44. Hey, orbit. Block,
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson now. It's caught by Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Hilliard, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams, but when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Forced out to his left. Completes it to Coleman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the run, this is Hilliard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
77. No spacing.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Alert, alert.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
Let's go old.
Seems like every year these guys get through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice from there. Now a lot of guys just barely.
They'll run on first down. He's taken down, but able to get yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's taken down, but able yards on that one at a Raven first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This is Coleman with the ground. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. On second down, Hilliard. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Get him on. Yes. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
50, 50. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Line 50.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles. The Ravens push further out in front. Tuck Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Young just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, wahoo! Middle. We got it.
Now Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Jack 16. Hey, I 7.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down like we saw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Jack 16.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down.
drop in on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
So that bench release is dope.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Ready? 50, right. 55. Here we go.
So the final second.